Kona, the big island of Hawaii, lying 3,816 kilometers off the coast of mainland United States. Most of the year, life for the inhabitants is relatively normal. Then, once a year, triathlon hones its sights on the tropical island. And if you haven't seen it before, it's quite the spectacle. Over 2,300 athletes from over 82 countries, bringing with them friends, family, and supporters to take part in the biggest event in the sport of triathlon, the Ironman World Champs. Among the competitors are three athletes that some of our viewers might just recognise. They are Rachel Norfleet, age group 18 to 24, in her second time at Kona. Golo age group 30 to 34, also in his second time on the Big Island. Bex Remington, 30 to 34 age group, her first time at Kona and only her second ever Ironman. Oh, and Tim Don.
Hello, is the sound good? Is the sound good?
Back strong after a horrific accident here last year, competing himself as well as coaching the Zwift athletes. Of the four competitors that started out, only three have made it to Kona. Gert, who we got to know in our previous video, only just missed out in his qualifying race, as Golo explains.
He started to get some cramps and he had some problems with his nutrition plan, and then he had to walk for some Ks, I was on the road and I was seeing him, and it was quite sad for me to see that he's not going to make it. But I mean, what is great is that he qualified, that he just finished the race. He finished the race, I think, in 10th position in his age group. But it's just cool that you see how passionate Gert is about triathlon, that he's just trying to give everything that he's got on race day.
With the help of Zwift and Specialized, the remaining three athletes have battled, struggled, and succeeded in qualifying for the most famous triathlon race on the planet. Here is their Kona story. After GTN met all the athletes for the first time in California, they have all been training hard and competing to qualify for Kona. Bex, who at the time had never even completed an Ironman, reflects on what she has learnt so far.
Oh, it's been incredible this last year, working with the Zwift Academy as well. I'm a complete newbie, novice, everything to the discipline. So yeah, having the help and support of everyone here has been unbelievable. So yeah, it's been an incredible year. I don't think I could top it, to be fair. It's just been, yeah, crazy, really enjoyed it. If it doesn't happen again, I want to make this opportunity count, definitely.
We've been together now for a week, 2 days in Los Angeles and then Kona for 5 days. Everyone seems relaxed, calm. You know, for Rachel and Golo, it's not their first rodeo, not their first Kona, but for Bex it is. And I've been really impressed with, you know, Bex hasn't got caught up in the hype. She's been enjoying herself, but been really focused. Rachel and Golo, you know, they've been familiarising themselves back with the course again. Yeah, no, there's some good vibes, yeah, in the Zwift house at the moment.
Anytime you do something, you just want to improve upon it, so I think that's why I wanted to race again.
Kona for me is like a lifetime goal to compete well on this island. I mean, it's the World Championships, which is also why I really want to do well on this island.
Kona, despite its beauty, doesn't shelter its visitors from the overbearing heat. Even those who are accustomed to training in humid conditions battle with the island's temperatures. And for those competitors who come from places where the summer is coming to a close, Kona can have a habit of exposing that vulnerability.
It's hot here, it's humid. Most people haven't come from this kind of weather. All these guys have come from Europe and North America where the summer's ending. So yeah, I just think those extra couple of hours a day on your feet in the heat and humidity, looking at everyone's ripped physique and whatnot, everyone looks like a pro. So no, I think I've been impressed that, I've seen them with their feet up, hydrating, relaxing, looking after their equipment, and just kind of getting ready for battle on Saturday.
I think you should always be scared racing an Ironman a little bit. I think that having a little bit of fear is what makes it fun. You try to control what you can and roll with what you can't.
There are just some parts of the course, like the energy lap, where it's going to be hard, but it's the same for every athlete here, I think.
I think you've got to be worried about everything, but worried about nothing. It's a brutal race, an Ironman, but in these weather conditions, the heat, the humidity, the wind, these guys qualified in a race where they finished top 5 or won their age group, but this is everyone who finished top 5 or won their age group in all the races. So the competition's going to be fierce. So again, these are different dynamics that they're not used to. So I think they've just got to be respectful of the course and the competition and just focus on themselves. It's a World Championships, but don't do anything different. They really need to just focus on getting the best out of themselves. And is it going to be easy? No. Is it going to be hard? Absolutely. If it wasn't hard, then we wouldn't call it Kona the World Champs.
On race day in Kona, it's always, I would say, special atmosphere. You always have nobody's really talking, and it's really calm atmosphere. I always try to calm down and always try to focus on the task that's just in front of me.
Yesterday morning I was excited and anxious, kind of typical race day feelings.
I would say I had a good swim. I had a good start and was able to get away from the pack. And that's quite important in Kona because there are lots of people swimming in the same level as you.
Went out onto the bike, got into a rhythm. It's really difficult to know how to pace it because the dynamics of the race were very different. So you had to stay alert the whole time. So it was very different. You had to stay switched on.
Bex, although disappointed, posted a really respectable time of 10 hours, 47 minutes and 35 seconds, and remarkably broke her fastest ever swim time. Golo amazingly went on to beat his fastest ever Ironman time, coming in under the 9-hour barrier with a time of 8 hours, 57 minutes and 25 seconds. Unfortunately, Rachel suffered problems on the run and was not able to finish her race.
I was having a great race. I felt like I was fairly smart with my effort, but I kind of ran into some trouble about halfway, and that's kind of when things went south. So on the run, I was just trying to take in sodium. I knew that's what I needed, but I think it was just a little too late, and yeah, just ended my race at mile 11 on the run. I had walked for 3 miles and I kind of told myself, like, this is fine. Like, you're gonna honor the race. You're gonna, you know, walk the marathon, and that's fine. But then I got to a point where everything was puffy. I actually had to take off my watch because I was so swollen, and things were cramping, and then my back started spasming. Yeah, and that was kind of the point where I knew I needed help, and the medical team was concerned and knew I was hyponatremic, and they just wanted to get me off the course and kind of check my levels. And I thought it was the right call at the time, and I still think it was the right call now, but it's disappointing either way. Not my best showing, but I think that's kind of part of the sport. You have good days and bad days, and you learn from every experience. You're either winning or learning, isn't that the phrase? Something like that.
Kona is brutal. Anyone can come here in the best shape of their lives, having had the perfect season, and it can break you. Just getting here in itself is absolutely phenomenal. Yeah, I think everyone in the academy can hold their head up high, because I saw Golo on the run, and I saw Bex as well on the run, which was quite nice, and they were digging in and they were hurting, as was I. Did we come here to get on the podium, the academy athletes? Absolutely, but sport's brutal, and Kona, it can break the best of athletes. So I'm really proud of what they achieved and how they went about achieving it. I think they can all hold their head up high.
The Zwift Academy's just been unbelievable. So yeah, from getting that first email and everything that's happened since, literally just been on the crest of a wave. It's been unbelievable. It's been so good.
I think having the support of the team was monumental in my season. I mean, it was just so awesome to have those friendships, and obviously the bike, they did everything that they could to help us succeed. But I think overall the team has been, the best part of all of this.
It's been fantastic getting to know the athletes this past year, and excitingly, the doors will soon be opening for the 2019 Zwift Triathlon Academy.
Apply for it, absolutely. I think it's an academy that's going to hopefully grow, and I think there might be some different. Something different next year in the academy as well, that I know the guys at Zwift and Specialized are working on. Just to be a part of the process on Zwift. There's going to be a lot more, run and bike specific programs for triathletes that we're all working on in the background, and it's hopefully it's going to be a bigger academy, be more exciting. But I can highly recommend applying for it, because why not? You've got absolutely nothing to lose.